Next up, number 13, Nolan Keller. Nolan is a son of Lisa and Heath Keller. After high school, Nolan will be playing baseball and studying at Mascoutah College. His favorite basketball memory was winning the sectional last year and winning third place in the Prairie Farms Classic. Nolan would like to thank his family and friends for supporting him no matter what. Coach Gidney and the whole coaching staff, Lucas and Jack, for making him the athlete he is. Next is number 23, Zach Scott. Zach is the son of Patricia Scott and Karen Triad. After high school, Zach plans on going to a 4-year college. His favorite basketball memory is going to Kentucky. Zach would like to thank his parents, teammates, friends, and coaches for always pushing him to his limits to help him become the best version of himself. Next up, number 34, Tyler Thompson. Tyler is the son of Kimberly Thompson and Brian Thompson. Tyler plans to play basketball at the collegiate level after high school and continue his education exploring different athletic teammates and coaches for pushing him to be the best version of himself. Michael Baumgartner, Claire Bailey, Noah Bonner, Camden Bowser, Riley Cannon, Brianna Carter, Joey Cass, Layla Daly, Nolan Drake, Sadie Dukar, Kyle Farmer, Louis Forster, Jocelyn Fortin, Evan Getke, Preston Gruber, Matthew Harrison, Joey Hernandez, Ryan Traeger, Kara Littlefield, Ashton Mallett, Connor Martins, Madison McAllen, Daniel Montano, Anthony Morton, Jonathan Mudd, Reagan Myers, Jackson Naylor, Jacob Naylor, Jackson Wright, Cora Ritter, Liam Russell, Alexander Sullivan, Chris Cobb, Riley Tutka, Ian Wheat, Jack Booker, Caitlin Wood, and Natalie Yates. Congratulations to our band seniors.
Welcome to Indian Basketball on the Indian Sports Network, presented by Matt Schroeder. Tonight it's the Indians and the Triad Knights from the Rick Mason Gymnasium in Troy, Illinois, as we are ready to go. The penultimate conference game of the year, the Indians and the Knights. Triad beat the Indians 51-31 last time these two teams met each other. Last time these two teams met each other. Back on December the 22nd, a 54-35 loss. The last time these two teams played each other back on December the 22nd. The Indians at the time, that was not drawn for the Indians at the time to 7-3. That was the final game for the Indians before they headed to the Mater Dei Holiday Tournament. The Indians come into this game 16-10. They were 7-3 at that time. They've gone 9-7 since. And at the time, that loss to the Knights snapped at the time. At the time a 7-game winning streak. So a 7-game winning streak was snapped there. They've gone 9-7 since. And it's been a tumultuous ride so far. You've had several players quit, drop the team, but you've also had an addition. A very big addition, some might say. Jordan Beck comes back to the basketball team tonight. He will make his season debut. He'll play in the final 3 games of the regular season. And will wrap up his senior year as a senior year 3-sport athlete. And end up being effective. He'll be a 3-sport athlete. 3 of his 4 years in high school did not play basketball. His junior year, after after getting varsity minutes as a sophomore and sitting on varsity as a freshman. But he is back on the team now as he will play here tonight. On this Friday night, he'll play tonight. He will play tomorrow afternoon at home against Heron, and then will also play on next Friday. And then we'll also play next Friday against Civic Memorial, that game which will close out the regular season. The Indians come into this game. They have dropped their last two. Dropped the game last Tuesday night to Belleville West. The one by Woodrum was that one, so they've dropped their last two. That coming after they had been on a 4-game winning streak. Starting with the final game of the Nashville tournament. They had a win against Edwardsville and Waterloo. And then, of course, picked up a win at Pinckneyville against Carbondale. But then they've dropped their last two. They've got 3 games remaining. Their best possible record of the year will be 19-10, which will be 2 games better, which will be better than their season last year of than their end year last year of 17-14. They also will, and then they will go on. So they play next Friday the 20th at home against Civic Memorial. They will also have a game against, and then they will go on to regionals after that, in which they will play Marion in the first round, and then would play either the winner of East St. Louis or Waterloo in the regional final. The Indians will host regionals this year, and the Indians come in the Indians sectional. The Indians come in as a 5 seed in the Indians sectional. It is the Waterloo sectional. And the Indians will come in, and the Indians play, of course, into the Waterloo sectional. But they will host the regionals. And then we'll go to play in the winner of the Jersey regional. But they would play Wednesday the 25th, Friday the 27th, and then Wednesday the 4th and Friday the 6th, so they will get all the way to the sectional championship on Friday, March 6th. Don't necessarily know how accurate that will be in terms of it happening, but hopefully the Indians are able to make that happen. That would be outstanding. Triad comes into this game. They are 20-7 on the year, having a very nice season for themselves. Coming into this, having a very good season for themselves. Coming into this game as well. 20-7, 36-24, lost their last game at Granite City. They, however, rattled off from December the 29th through January the 31st, rattled off an 11-game winning streak. That was, at the time, 19-5. They've lost 2 out of their last 3, and they've lost 2 out of their last 3 games. So it has been a tough, so it's been a really good stretch for Triad. A good home stretch doesn't feel like the right word because it started mid-season. Nevertheless, a good start of a good year for Triad 20-7. We'll take a break here on the pregame show. This is Indian Basketball on the Indian Sports Network.
Rinsing Ag Solutions owner Andrew Rinsing puts his many years of agricultural experience to work. We serve neighbors, friends, and family who we are honored to call customers. We employ a business model that prioritizes farmers. We're able to offer premium products at the lowest possible prices. We also offer drone and ground rig spraying services for farmers and sell Pioneer seeds. To learn more about Rinsing Ag Solutions, visit our website, rinsingagsolutions.com.